So you're addicted to alcohol. I've been an alcoholic most of my adult life. I started drinking at 14 and I drank and drank well into my 40s. The road to sobriety is hard. It's really hard. But I want to share with you the tools that I've learned along the way on my road to recovery. I call them the 3 pillars. The first pillar is the triggers and how to avoid them. The second pillar is the supplements that can help you on your road to recovery, what I like to call the magic potions. And the third are the resources out there for you. I'm Jules, I'm the Firefly. Welcome to my world. When you first give up alcohol, you are raw and very fragile. You need time to let your body and mind heal from years of alcohol abuse. The best way to do this is to avoid the triggers. This could be people or places or anything that's going to drive you to want to pick up that bottle. Just think about this for a moment. You have stopped drinking. This is huge. You've been sober a few days and you get invited out with friends or to dinner with family. Family are a really big trigger, by the way. The minute you step into that environment, you are vulnerable. This can lead to feelings of stress and anxiety and easily lead you back to want to pick up that bottle to drink. You are still in the addicted state. I spent many a night white knuckling it, pushing through that pain. It led to such anxiety, and inevitably I would fall off the wagon. In the early days of my sobriety, it was too much, too soon. One night I was sitting on my couch, waiting to go out. I had my head in my hands and I was like, I can't do this. I can't keep doing this. The excruciating pain of leading up, the emotional state I was in of leading up to going out, knowing, oh my God, I'm going to be out, there's going to be people, there's going to be alcohol, what am I going to do, how am I going to cope? I can't take it. The butterflies, the fear, the dread, I just couldn't take it 1 minute more. I didn't want to do it. And I was sitting there with my head in my hands and I was beside myself. And then I heard this voice say to me, what would you do if you weren't afraid, Jules? I thought, what? And I sat there and I said to myself, I wouldn't go. I don't want to go. I wouldn't go. And in that moment, that was it. That was my aha moment. If you're uncomfortable and you know if you go out, you're going to be triggered, ask yourself, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? This will help you detach from the outcome of feeling guilty and feeling like a leper. And for me, it helped me accept exactly where I was on my sobriety journey. I put myself first. And so can you. I know that. Avoid the triggers if you can. You will avoid a world of pain. Pillar 2, the supplements, or what I like to call them, the magic potions. Magic potions are integral to your road to sobriety. When you've been drinking for a very long time, you are depleted and malnourished. You have ravaged and savaged your body with alcohol. Your mind and body needs to heal and recalibrate. When I first gave up alcohol and on my early sobriety attempts at sobriety, I could give up for 6 weeks, 3 months, 5 months, but I would notoriously fall off the wagon and go back to drinking. So I did my research, and what I uncovered was that vitamins and minerals have been lost and I needed to replace them, and I needed to start at ground zero. So off I went to my naturopath, and he was fantastic. He put me on some wonderful potions, magnesium, fish oil, melatonin. But let me stress, everybody's journey is different. So please, my advice to you, go and see your healthcare professional, someone you trust and someone who knows you, so they can help you on your journey and what supplements are going to be important for you. Might be trial and error, because some work and some don't. And that's why we all have an individual journey. I provided in the description some links to different potions and information that's going to help guide you on what might be the right potions for you. This leads me into pillar number 3, the resources. The resources are a lifeline. The books you read, the forums you join, the websites, they're all wonderful and they're all great tools. For me, AA really wasn't for me. I'm not an AA kind of gal. AA is amazing and it helps so many people, but it really wasn't for me. I wasn't someone who wanted to go to a meeting each week or each day. I had crippling anxiety, so it wasn't going to work. That avenue was not going to work for me. What I found was a fantastic online forum. Now we're going back a few years and online forums weren't that popular back then, but I found a wonderful forum called Women for Sobriety. That was a lifeline for me. What I loved about Women for Sobriety, I didn't have to leave my bedroom. It was there for me 24 hours a day. I could get on, I could voyeur, I didn't have to interact. But I also could interact. I could join many a group because I had so many different groups. There were links to wonderful books to read. There were links to music you could listen to. There were links to magic potions. There were links to other resources. And now, in 2021, there are amazing and so many wonderful online support groups. There are wonderful websites and the books. There are so many books out there. For me, what I found, I've read many, and I still read many books. And in my library, I've got a couple of shelves full of books on alcohol. But for me, there's a couple of books that stand out. And I'd like to share them with you because maybe they'll help you too. The first book that I fell in love with, and it was my first foray into giving up alcohol, was a little gem called Easy Way to Control Alcohol by Carr. Do you know what I loved about this book? Alan suggests that you keep drinking while you read his book. Can you imagine? I'm like, what? That's fantastic. So I did. But what I loved about this book was Alan's ability to convey information in layman's terms. And it was so easy to read. And I understood. It helped me understand the parallels between alcohol and my own journey. So that little gem I have read many times and I will continue to read, but I just love this book. And another wonderful book is this, 7 Weeks to Sobriety by Joan, Larson. This book was so helpful when I was researching for the magic potions. And what I love about this book as well is you can do a little quiz to determine which alcoholic you are. Yes, you heard right. Which alcoholic are you? Anyway, they're such a great read, but you might find other books that really hit the sweet spot. Keep them close because they will help you in your time of need. Read and reread and keep reading. I have put in the description links to the books, links to the potions, links to the websites. They're going to help you on your journey to sobriety. I hope what I've shared today gives you some comfort or gives you some knowledge, or you've just enjoyed listening to someone else's journey. I believe in you. I know how hard this journey is, but I see you and I got you. So share your stories, share your journey in the chat box. I'd love to know. And if you have any questions, ask away. And stay tuned because there will be more of Jules. Me. I'm Jules. I'm the Firefly.